Good evening, everyone. Justin. Okay. Before I begin, let me set some context. You are all probably familiar with this number. This is the total population of Europe, 750 million. What you're probably not familiar with is the next number. This is how many of us suffer from chronic conditions. A chronic disease is fundamentally one that never goes away. It stays with the patient till the end of their life. And the only way that the patient has to cope with this is constant medication on a daily basis. And they sometimes forget, they make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Each of us in this room knows someone personally that suffers from the stress of constant medication. I know personally 3 of my family members. Their mistakes have severe consequences. This is the number of people that die every year in Europe due to medical non-adherence, which is, simply put, struggling with your medication routine. Each of these deaths could be prevented had help been available. Help that the current healthcare system is not designed to provide. And to understand that better, let's take a look at the chronic patient experience. Struggling with your medication management is just the tip of the iceberg for their problems. 3, 10, 15 daily medications at different times of the day, which the patient has to manage themselves. These are prescribed to the patient by multiple specialists, especially if you have a chronic condition, who see them at most once a month for at max 7 minutes. And since no doctor speaks to each other, it is the patient's responsibility to literally carry stacks of paper and CDs from one specialist visit to the other, making sure that no critical information is lost in the process. The healthcare system journey ends when the patient receives the medication. In other words, at the right time when the patient's health journey actually begins. Enter Pillio. Pillio reduces the chronic burden on patients by supporting them at every step of the way. We reduce medication errors. We help them stay on track of their doses by providing reminders. We have a single source of truth shareable across doctors. And more importantly, we check in with the patient when and even after they've received their medication. Our product is 2 parts, 1 part physical, 1 part digital. The physical product is top right, which you can also see on my booth. These are the patient's medications pre-sorted and individualized to their specific dosage so that they don't have to do it. And our companion app is designed for simplicity. Simple things like intuitive reminders of when to take your dose, when to renew your prescriptions, all the way up to health insights. Everything that a patient needs to stay on track of their treatment right on their fingertips. Our competition fundamentally is part of the problem. If you've ever been to Doc Morris or an online pharmacy, you'll immediately see a wide variety of SKUs and products thrown at you. We believe that the chronic patient doesn't need to think more about what they're going to buy, they need to think less about their medications. Our competition offers choice, so we offer simplicity and ease. We have 3 progressively deployed revenue streams. Our core is going to be medication sales from the Pillio pharmacy. The patient will never pay anything additional for all the services that we provide. Later on, we open up our platform to insurers for value-based reimbursement and also pharmaceuticals for better drug development. But the one key number that I want you all to focus on is the 125 billion here. This is the annual cost that European countries spend on tackling the problem of non-adherence. This is the mountain that we want to climb. Since graduating Antler 6 months ago, we have been busy working on our operations, tech, and regulatory framework such that we are now the only non-pharmacy company in Germany that can fulfill prescription medication nationwide. We have some exciting partnerships in place and a lot more in the pipeline. This whole product wouldn't have been able to be delivered without a team as diverse as one that you can find in Berlin. Between me and George, we have a collective 2 decades of international business experience, but the real stars of the show are our first key hires. Fred over here, who leads partnerships, our pharmacist, and our engineering team make sure that we can bring our vision to life. We have begun fundraising, so if you're a business investor or if you would like to know about Pillio in general, please find us at our booth. My name is Ali, I'm the co-founder of Pillio. Thank you everyone. for